Hey guys, welcome back. Willie Creeman here. We're going to talk about the New York Jets, who finished at 7-10, which was good enough for third in the division. I felt like they rode this line all year of like, are they bringing Rodgers back for the playoffs? Is he going to be coming back? And obviously it was disappointing because he goes down 3 plays into the season and kind of crushes their dreams with that. It's not that he had a weak Achilles or anything like that. Freak things just kind of happen sometimes, but. He should be back. He should be healthy, and this team should be very good this year. If you look at kind of the other things that happened on the team, right? Like the Wilson experiment failed. Like they finally ditched him to Denver, which is kind of funny the way that happened. But this offense just looked awful at times, right? Like the defense played great. You look at some of the moves that they made, right? They inked Tyron Smith, who is one of the elite blindside blockers in the league, and John Simpson at guard to get him from Baltimore is awesome. They also traded for Morgan Moses from Baltimore too, which I think is a big deal. So now they have their 2 tackles. They've got a guard in there as well to really give this line a serious rework. But it's going to hinge on them staying healthy. And if you look at it, Rodgers is rumored to want to play 3 to 4 more years. I don't know if that's possible, but hey, if he's able to do it, that would be amazing. Now you look at the biggest free agent addition that they brought in. That's got to be Tyron Smith, right? Like he's definitely injury prone, but the Jets will do what they want in order to kind of limit him and keep him healthy. That's why you look at what they did in the draft. That's meant to help him and keep him fresh and healthy throughout the season. Whether that means cutting him down to 2 practice days a week or maybe 3, I don't know. But they're going to do what they can to make sure that he's ready to go on Sunday. The worst free agent addition in my mind is Mike Williams. And listen, it's not that I hate him. You got to hear me out on this. So people gawk over the talent that he has. I get that. But the best ability is availability. And when it comes to him, he's just not available. He's had so many blips on the radar in terms of having great production in a little amount of time and then spends the rest of the season injured. I didn't like this signing. I feel like they could have gotten someone different. I think it was established pretty early that Devontae was not going to be leaving Las Vegas and Vegas was not going to part with Devontae. So I think that kind of became clear pretty quickly and they went a different route. But listen, let me say that if Williams is able to stay healthy, Rodgers has himself a ridiculous target on the other side of Garrett Wilson. I haven't seen it yet in the NFL from Mike Williams. He just goes up really high and comes down really hard and gets hurt every time. So let's see. But in terms of the draft, listen, I credit Joe Douglas with just staying focused and drafting what they needed, right? Like they get Fashanu, which is likely going to be the starter at left tackle next year, considering Smith is just here on a 1-year deal. But really solid pick there. And I think he's going to be a guy that if anything does happen to Smith, he can step in. Maybe it will be some learning pains and stuff like that. But he's going to be a guy that is going to grow into that position and be very, very good for a number of years for them. And I know they must have fielded offers for that pick, so I really liked that he was able to stay there, make the pick that he made, and not panic and not trade down. I also really like the pick of Malachi Corley, right? I just think he could see some serious time in this offense, and like I said, Mike Williams isn't to be trusted in terms of his availability. I really think you see Corley sooner than later.